Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I am doing well. It's a beautiful day out there. I decided to come live to check on everyone, and I hope I'll add some value at the end of this video. So, my name is Leia, for those who are not familiar with who I am. I am from Alberta, Canada, but I currently originally from Kenya, but I currently live in Alberta, Canada. And I am a mom of two amazing kids. And I'm also an entrepreneur, a digital entrepreneur. I help people set up their digital business. At the end of this video, I'll show you how you can get started. But for today's topic, I decided, before that, let me acknowledge some of the people who are tuning in live with me. I have Kim. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome, our viewers. And for those who will be tuning in live, I'm happy that you take your time to watch the replay. So I wanted to discuss about distraction. The reason why I want to discuss this is because of what just happened to me in the last few hours. For those who are parents out there, you know how challenging it can be to get your house organized, right? Especially if your kids are very young. So for myself, I try as much as possible to teach them to clean up after, or to encourage them to put the toys away before they pick a new one. And with kids, it's so hard to keep up. And sometimes I'm like, I give up. I'll clean up after. And the thing about that is that you get comfortable seeing that mess wherever it is, right? And and you decide to just leave it there. Why? Because no one is coming to visit. And so I got a surprise that someone was coming to visit. I didn't know how anxious as moms we get, or as stay-at-home dads if there are stay-at-home dads there. So it's like this mess that just piled up, and you have to clean up within a certain given time. There's no way you can let friends come in and see your house as messy as it was. At first, I was like, oh yeah, they'll understand. But then again, it's not how you want to present yourself. And so I looked at the watch, and I was like, I have to get it done. And at some point, I was like, no, there's not enough time to get everything cleaned and done. You know, you know your house, you know how much time it can take you to clean, especially if you have kids and those tiny toys lying around. Anyway, so I said in my mind, you know what, I'll get it clean, because I had envisioned how beautiful and how peaceful and how attractive the house would look like once I was done. And I held that image in my mind. Before I knew it, it took me less time than I'd expected to get the whole house clean. And the joy and the sense of satisfaction that I had once the house was all clean. And the kids were so happy. I had to distract them to get them to watch something while I was cleaning up, because they'll always follow me and making mess right behind me. And so while they were watching, mommy was cleaning up, and they came out and they were like, wow, mommy's so clean. That feeling. And so the reason why I'm sharing this is because of, like, I had to make that decision. Had I not made that decision, the mess would still have been there. But I had set it in my mind that I need to get it done. And I had a vision of how I expected it to look like once I was done. And it's the same thing with life. As human beings, we are designed to aspire for more, right? That's the joy that comes as human beings once you achieve greater things that you didn't even expected you be able to achieve, you know. And so we can either be distracted or obsessed, you know. Like, we all have dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, but then again, if we just hold them as that, we'll never achieve them. We have to break them down from major milestones, major goals, smaller goals, and then break them down to even daily goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, and even narrower, make it as low as broken down to your hourly goals, And so if we have dreams and we don't have a certain target on how we're going to achieve them, they're just going to be as that, just dreams. And so we have other things that are happening in our lives, and as human beings, we need to realize we can get really good at what we want to achieve, in some skills that we don't have. We have the potential of being the best of what we want to do. And that's the capacity of a human being. As long as we are laser focused, we stay obsessed, we stay dedicated, we find all the resources that we need in order to achieve our dreams. Within no time, we can achieve our dreams. For those people who are employed, you might want to get promoted. There's a reason why you're in your position and not in the position that you aspire to be. Find out the skills that you need to acquire instead of coming home, watching TV, getting distracted with the news, talking about the news. Set some time aside and find out what courses you need to do. If you can do it online, watch videos on YouTube, just do something that is going to drive you towards your goal. If you don't get laser focused and obsessed with your dreams, you'll get distracted. Definitely, you'll get distracted. Why? Some of the distractions that come to our lives are things that we are used to, like telling ourselves, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, or watching sports. There's nothing wrong with watching sports, but if you spend so much time watching sports, finding out who won, who lost, it can be 5 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 30 minutes there, 1 hour there. Before you know it, you've been binge watching the whole day sports on sports. And unfortunately now some of these sports teams and players don't know anything about us. They're not adding as much value in our lives. Maybe if you would have spent that time going outside and playing soccer with your kids, that will add value in your life. Spending time with your family, there's nothing wrong with the TV, but we have to decide, what are we putting in our mind? How are we investing our time? Small things, but at the end, they have a huge impact in our life and the results that we get in our life. We have to embrace that. Sometimes you do have to suffer along the way towards achieving our goals. For example, maybe you want to buy a car, and your wages can only afford you your bills and your food, and you don't have that extra money to buy a new car. So you decide to pick up a new job, an extra job. It might be tiring, right? You going from your 9 to 5 and then 4 hour shift after that, just because you want to buy that car. It might be painful. You're already tired. You've worked 9 hours. Now you want to put in another 4 hours. But if you do this consistently for a certain given time, you have that extra money to purchase the vehicle that you wanted, or have enough down payment for the house that you've always dreamed of. Going towards chasing our dreams might be painful. And most of the people who have accomplished so much in their lives have gone through a lot of pain and suffering. Like, if you want to look at the greatest sports player, they spend hours and hours and hours training in the gym while everybody else is sleeping. They're out there practicing. At the end, we see them achieving this they have these amazing achievements, but we don't know how much time they had invested in achieving their goals. And you know what? These goals that they're aspiring for might be painful while they go there, but the worst part is this: it's even much more painful when you don't reach your goal. If you have a strong dream in your heart, there's a reason why you have it. And so instead of just feeling good that you do have that aspiration in your life, try and figure out, can I bring it to life? Has someone else achieved it? How can I achieve it as well? How much value am I going to add in someone else's life? And we also need to realize that some of the dreams that we have, they're not only put in our hearts for our own benefit. They can also benefit our family, our friends, our neighbors, And so by just having that dream in your heart and not taking action towards achieving your dream is actually depriving someone else of the blessing that they would have received had you pursued your dream. You know, let's try and be focused on our dreams. And how do we find out that we are obsessed with your dreams? You know, if it's the first thing that you think about in the morning, when you wake up, is it the same thing that you think about throughout your day? Do you always talk about it with your friends? You know, if it's something that you're aspiring for, then you're obsessed with it. And obsession is not enough. Taking action towards achieving your dreams or achieving your goals will make a huge difference, no matter how small it is. Our minds are very powerful in such a way that if you try out something that you've never tried before, your mind will start recognizing it as something familiar. And if you do it again, you'll be even more comfortable. And the best part is this: once you're comfortable, your mind will want more of it, you know, and then you have that ripple effect. And before you know it, you've achieved your dreams. And the same thing when you're distracted with other things. What do you wake up listening to? Do you want to listen to the gossip or to watch the gossip? What happened to this celebrity? Yes, it's good to know what's happening with them. But if you spend so much time, you know, following into details what's happening in their lives, they don't even care, unfortunately. So sad to say, but some of these celebrities don't even care if you care about them, and some of them do care because that's how they make their living. But then again, we need to know we have our own dreams and we have to pursue them as much as they're also pursuing their own dreams. It's unfortunate that we glorify their dreams and their achievements and their and everything about them, but then we don't do anything about ourselves. While we're spending that time, we can use them as our role models to affirm to ourselves that it's possible to achieve such level of success. And not only that, again, take it a step further and put it into action, you know. So let's decide on taking action, and the best part of this is that your life will be changed. And try and write down goals. There's always that sense of satisfaction once you cross off your goals and your milestones and the to-do list, if I should say. You know, let's try and change our distractions to let's try and be obsessed with our dreams and aspirations, and let our dreams and aspirations be the distraction that we need in our life. Let's distract ourselves thinking about our dreams, working towards our goals. Not only will it make huge difference in your life, but people around you too. And like I promised, I'll just share with you how you're going to get started with the business that I'm doing. We do have live workshop. Today is Tuesday. So if you're in Canada, that will be 5 p.m. PST or 6 p.m. MST. That's where I'm from. Check it out. You don't have to take the next step. If it's not for you and you have other ambitions, that's also okay. And if you feel like this is something that has a potential, I'll be here to help you. We have an amazing community that's also available to support you. We have resources as well. Anyone can do it, and I would encourage you to check it out. My website is on the screen, leahonline.ca. It's a free info session. After that, if you feel like this is something that you can do, or you know someone that can do it, go ahead and take the next step after that. The basic technical skills will be required. Other than that, step-by-step training will be provided. I really appreciate your time for those who watched me up until this time. And my prayer is that you will pursue your dreams. Let not that dream drown in your heart. Bring it to reality. You can do it. A lot of people have done it, and so can you. Just take one step at a time. You don't have to see the entire staircase. You just have to see the first step, then the next, and before you know it, you're at the top of the staircase. Take one step at a time, and you surely achieve it. Why? It will cost you so much pain when you don't achieve your dream, as opposed to the pain that you go through while you're pursuing your dream. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much, Kimberly. She said it's great to see you as well. Thank you so much, Kim. And she also said, same here, I throw my hands up so many times. That's okay. That's okay. And when it comes to cleaning up, it's best to do it when you're inspired to do it. Why? Because it will be enjoyable. It won't seem like a burden, you know. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much, Fawcett. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those who tuned in live. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If it's evening, I hope you have a wonderful night. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you in our free info session so you can see how people are supplementing their income in the digital space. It's an amazing way to generate revenue while you're still doing your 9 to 5, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, it's doable. And like I said, it's going to be a struggle when you pursue your dreams, but the end, it's going to be worth it. Thank you all for your time, and God bless you.